every I just take one. I got Grab free $5 free credit 5 to 10. So this week I need to use, and then so those that I don't really need I just pack and then put in a box. And maybe this one and this one will be on Tuesday and bring and then after I come back again. And on Wednesday morning, Wednesday morning, then I will wake up 4 o'clock, 3, 4 o'clock. Then I'll take because this stand on 9, 8. So about 7 o'clock I can take the Grab all the way to Changi Airport. Changi Airport. And then from there take this two this one. And maybe another one. I think this one I keep. So they change it. So they change it. Most likely I will slowly do some packing. I can actually take bus also to bring some packing. But I bring the train. So see how maybe Monday I'll bring some of the clothes. I don't know after I slowly I bring then okay. I also can bring my luggage and bring it here and then put my clothes inside. But I don't think so, I'll just leave it. And all my monitors are put inside. Well, I think maybe monitors one in two. So finish it then come back. Then I wait until Wednesday morning. Then I take my Grab with my pen. I want to go on that night. It's very boring. I cannot sleep properly. And also time zone. No convenient. I don't want to sit outside the airport. I did not the night maybe almost maybe about 12 o'clock. 12 to 3 maybe. If not then 3 o'clock. Maybe I sleep early. Then maybe after about 12 to 3 o'clock I check my time. And then after that then I check the fare. When I check all the fare okay. Then I order fare from Singapore. This type of very many in Vietnam. In Vietnam many this type of goods. In Philippines so many all the way from like here to KL. So many beautiful. So from 12 to 3 I check the Grab prices, the transport prices. Then after that then if it's okay then I take. If not then I wait until 7 o'clock. Then sometimes the price cheaper in the night than in the morning. Sometimes in the morning 7. The time I take at 5 o'clock. I asked uncle why so expensive? Because that time a lot of people changing shift. Next time take after 7. If not maybe from 12 to 3. Okay. I was thinking maybe from 12 to 3 would be better. Let me share your channel News Asia. I think there's nothing much. Okay, let's look at channel News Asia. Okay, China um, channel, nothing much. The property sales going down as usual. Release spread, no more. Spend up to 3 million, no more. China will aim to stabilize, no more. About 5, no more. Like if you're going to work, no more. Staff house in Singapore hit by data breach. So people hacking just as usual. No bother unless until when there's a cloud system. When cloud system will advise more, but since they're not developing cloud, then every day, every minute, every day is vulnerable. Any security system, any cyber security system, global cargo market, this one don't bother. There's not much things happening in Christmas. Everybody's hibernating. What is this? So next, US concerned about deepening relationship between China and Russia. Do not bother after Xi Jinping. Concern for what? Still be higher cost of living. living export. Either they raise the price of the goods and services or they don't export at all. America has to learn to not to be selfish, but continue to be fair level playing field to share this prosperity with the rest of the others powers in the rest of the countries, even its allies. If not, everything is not balanced. Want to make money? Everybody make money. Not only whether the Jews or the whites or the Americans make money, and the rest of civilization, the rest of us are not making money. That's not right. The sons make money, but plus minus, hopefully they make money. So they make money of course, but there'll be plus and minus. There'll be more money than not making money. But still, there are still many not making money. Can it be having all the same level to that all the sons and the clans have make money at the same time? Legit money at the same time? More money, not able to happen. You can see. So next, 1 in 5 don't bother. Online seasons, social media don't bother. Higher rate of workplace death don't bother. This one I say you need AI technology. Ask a therapist, Starbucks again, all this cloud system, government cloud system. One Republic order to pay 60,000. All this expensive. And whether it's the government or government related companies getting advantage of the situation. So that has nothing to do with that. The failure of the total Singapore system, cyber security system, is there's no government cloud system. When there's no government cloud system, all fail, plus or minus. So why I want to blame on companies when they don't have a government cloud system? They know that each and every entity can be breached or whatever. Then in the end, there should be a committee or an independent that that comes out to protect the personal data of the Singapore or the people living in Singapore. Or they should come and establish and say, hey, why their personal data is always breached? Whether this entity, the entity, how about the government? Can they do something to improve cybersecurity, to protect? The whole system is the government supposed to protect all the entities in Singapore. If they don't protect, then they just expose them. Oh, this one you're borrowing your password. Then why must they have access to people's personal data? Right? So then they just push the blame on because this entity is wrong. But of course, surely all the entities are vulnerable. But the government is not using the system to improve the cybersecurity to protect each and every entity, each and every entity. So of course, everybody's personal data are breached. So you see, that is the problem. I'm not writing. Somebody will write. So this is very, very, very important. So that's why I say, in the end, the like you move forward, but you do not have the government support to help everybody to move even more forward. And up to a certain point, and whatever happens, the entity is to take the rent. Yeah. So to help the government is to help himself foster the right of this and disseminate information by government system. Sorry. Okay, next Nick move on. Taiwan eyeing earlier end to COVID-19 quarantine for arrivals. Taiwan eyeing earlier end. So again, hopefully things will get better. So once you have this no pre-departure and no arrival test, COVID-19 test, especially by end of this year, this year, next year after Lunar New Year, good time. If have, I don't have, it's okay. I just go Vietnam, come back. Vietnam, I think hopefully there's no more ART test. It's quite cheap, a low price because recently nobody goes to Vietnam because of the visa. So they need to encourage more people to travel so people can go. But it's very troublesome. After 3 weeks, come back again. And the currencies is not um, that. You know. So they just try to control the currencies in the wrong way. So when their government controls the currency the wrong way, the people in Vietnam are not benefiting. Tourism is still important, just like Thai tourism. Tourism in Thailand. That's how they for many years they know how to play to attract the tourism so that they calculate based on their past history of making money on the tourism in Thailand. They know how to make money. So now they want to go back to the pre-COVID-19 Thailand. So the same. Taiwan, Malaysia, any country, because their tourism history, their past history, way of making money on the tourism. So many this is very regular in Vietnam and many so many more. So next time, each country of course their beauty are different. Each country their beauty are different. Every girl a beauty, but to color their hair, don't color too strong. Because color like this girl black hair good. To color their hair too strong, their hair will damage. And don't pull their hair when they have white hair. Cut their white hair. Then they can it will reduce the white hair. The more they color, the worse it becomes. The more white hair they have. So color it black. Slowly the hair will go back. Girls like to be beautiful like this one. You see the hair when it grows, the hair, the color of the hair slowly goes down. The color go down, but the top, the black one goes up. So you look at more like color highlight, black hair but color highlight. The Vietnamese had to color their hair, not all of them, some. So they highlight the hair, color hair, highlight. So next, Thai soldiers charge over the spread Japan PM support popular governor about all this. And next, for force carry off sleeping sex worker. Just pay them lah. Um, so you see, don't think about last. Sometimes when you notify user, focus on them on last. Carry them. Don't think about last, more important. And how come this girl want to don't think about last. How come this girl carry these two bags? So many bags around. So living in Singapore is tough. Expenses. Everything is expenses. And many foreigners like to come here for travel, for working. If there's the opportunity, go and look for 1 month, look for work. But don't work as illegal as prostitutes and all this. Some of them they go Geylang, they moonlighting or whatever, enter the own risk. All there all are police. Some they pretend to, you know, um, have illegal brothels and illegal prostitutes, like illegal papasan or mamasan. All these they want to arrest all these people. Once they arrest, really what happen? Catch the thumbprint. and then send them back. Once they thumbprint there already, they don't come back. When I was in Vietnam, many of them, in Philippines, so many of them, but they want to come back to Singapore, they cannot come back. So don't be illegal. Want to go and be a licensed prostitute. They are licensed prostitute. So don't take the risk. Don't take a risk. Even some don't know got link with government and they just waiting for their permit and all kind of problem. And you just delay by waste time to hang around in Singapore and at the same time they can earn some money along the way. And they go to the nightclub and all this and then they do all this and then they got a lot of problem. The operators also getting problem, the owners and everything. So don't be sometimes they are being used by the sometimes they sub each other basically. Sometimes the government use them. Some of them are working temporary for the government to flush out all these operators who do illegal. They just like for example, police nothing to do what they do. Hey, let's do make some arrest. So they have to create the virus. They have to create the virus. And sometimes they hey, you naughty virus, hey, what are people do? You end up in real life, or or do some illegal activities or at the physical economy or whatever. So all these things are like I said, and then they just take the 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 they call it the rewards, whether getting the rank or whatever, monetary or whatever, or getting the performance in their KPI. Sometimes they are police. They have anyone to pretend they commit some crime and then they know where is it and go and catch. Then they, oh, you see now, perform, you see. Promoted, all get promoted. So all these are a lot of things happening in the police force also. But again, sometimes they also have to make arrests. Coming to all this time, they are training, preparing to make raids, arrests, flush out, find all kinds of people for trouble, and see which one they can arrest. And then also all the way until before the they get their bonus before the hopefully, but most likely. So living every year is like that. Before learning to get a bonus, then they happy. But sometimes learning they take off already. They go holiday after their early reunion dinner. Because New Year, the Muslim on holiday, the Indian, of course the Muslim and many other people on holiday. The Indian also on holiday. The foreigners, a lot of them went to Bali, went to Batam, Bintan. Everybody at the whole town is like deserted. Only those people, which is sometimes Chinese on duty, sometimes Malay, sometimes Indian only. Depends on whether they want. Some people willing to work OT and security and all this to get like 4 nights or 5 nights. But I got no time really. I got no time. Those were the days, but now no time really. I really have to do many things. The world is important to me. The world is going down to the depths of time. Even China. So in the end of the day, China will try to go up to not to be the last two, China and Russia and its allies, to be the last of the countries to not go to depths of time. So the rest they want go push them in now. America, Europe, everybody all go in, including Singapore also. And Taiwan also can go also. So this is like I said, how they look at everything. It is not the survival of the fittest model, but it is the existence as a negative, that in the sense of existence. In order to exist, their model is existence in order to exist. What it means towards path to whatever it takes. And America also whatever it takes. So everybody is trying to what? Whatever it takes, right? They're not moving the path on right. So who die? The citizens because they get now it's in the center of the boxing. The government put all their citizens, any citizens in the center of boxing and whack all whether they are hypnotic devices or whether they are rich poor or whether they are politicians, they are ex-politicians, whether they are tribe, whether they are rich, whether they are celebrities. You just put them in the center of boxing and just whack them up. Many of them don't get involved. What China civilization in America, they don't get involved. China civilization in Europe, in UK, in Singapore, many of them all over the world, they don't get involved. They don't get involved. They just want to come here and enjoy themselves, working, get money, enjoy themselves. That's all. They don't think about what China, America, Singapore, China, Singapore, and all kind of politics. They don't get involved in politics. They just want to work and enjoy themselves. That's all. Who don't want to work and enjoy themselves? Or people have money, they just want to enjoy themselves. She also want to enjoy. Everybody want to enjoy themselves. Auntie also want to enjoy herself. Right or wrong? Huh? So everybody want to enjoy themselves, having a good time, sometimes eating or dining or walking, shopping, window shopping, chatting, or go for a walk or go and see the tourist attraction sites and many things. If auntie got the opportunity, she also can go overseas also if she wants. Everybody also who wants to get involved in politics. Nobody want to get involved. And why want to play? Oh, because they are inside the weakness of the system, inside the operation. Don't have to get involved in operation or just because they want to turn their nobody, no power to become powerful. And then once they have power, they want to be much more powerful and the most powerful in the world. How can you have the most powerful in the world when you do not able to have total manage of the operation, right? You can advise, like for me, hidden powers wisdom. I can share, provide, but if people don't want to do, no, I pass out what. Nothing to me, what I bother for what. Is them, they themselves and suffer themselves. They don't want to follow my advice. I nobody I know, but I look at it is the best way. If they want to reconsider it, then it's their own problem. Nothing to do with it. But auntie wants to get involved in the operation and of course wants to change for the better. But if change for the worse, then something's wrong. Why would you change for worse? Why want to make everybody suffer? Now you kill, you kill, you kill. Not any volunteers. Now you kill, you kill. Now next one, next one, next one. Every day, every minute, every hour. Or 假冒, 真冒, 假冒, 真冒, 真冒, 假冒, whatever. What for? Do all this for what? Move towards the positive. That's why sometimes auntie say, hey, you don't be here. Because when you hear, nobody knows what you are doing. There's a cure, you must be kidding, nobody knows what I'm doing. Everybody knows somehow, more or less, that's all. And sooner or later they will know. So whatever I do, I'm being observed by any entities, whether it's government, private, public, or whatever. Sometimes they know what spread false rumor. Wow, they're having a good time. Then they go and spread the false rumors. That's how they want to use me for the rest of my life. Auntie cannot live without me. They want to use whatever false rumors for the good, bad, and she's agreeing. Whatever I do, my video, I do have any she's so you better don't use your this one and so say no, why should I cannot always say, oh my god, so many why how come she also taking so good? Oh my god, it's not virgin. So it's on song gone already. I'm not interested. And then since how come why like that one also now back, oh my god. Somewhere more hip this kind of thing is no longer in fashion. Our back is nice but the clothes is not in fashion. Okay, let's move on. So removing passport home 的一个 facing online harms. It does not sometimes a lot of foreign but until so many something quite lasting. Don't be able to keep it. the villas. I look at them, I not say lah, I just comment. Woman and girl facing online harm. That's why I say I like here. Every day I can see 美女 but not 美男 I'm not interested. 美女 so 这个是美女 and everyone is very interesting. All kinds of dressing, characters or personality. Not even driving also, you see so many interesting people. They are very happy that I know these people. They also happy they can try to curse and swear at me. I don't bother them. Well, nothing to do with me or why you else. I just see here. I'm very happy. I see. I go Bedok now. Well, nothing to see. All the four walls. I open the door. Never mind dust come in. Nobody. Only wind only. I can hear sound, but nobody. I cannot see anyone. I open the window, cannot even see. And somehow they burn the all these Chinese things. The pollutants all come into my room, or even worse, even more. That's why I say I don't like. Or maybe in one of these days buy Marine Parade. I don't want them so old already. There's no other view than this view. Of course, the next view will be at this Fullerton there. Some people tell me, please go there, right? Every day see the sea also sian. Sometimes I want to see the beside the sea, the building, all this. Another one would be nice is the Marina Bay. I think Marina Bay Business Center, I think. Not one or two, I can see. That time they have a YouTube. They show, wow, very beautiful, very nice. Next one will be much more like what the uncle that one. Hopefully they can also do this. But over there, that one, the waterfront, but they're still taking a long time to build. What to do? Everybody build GST. They build a bit faster. So next, woman and girl facing decision. Marina Bay Sands, one room 2,000, just like National Team, something like that lah. Fullerton, all this, 2,000, everything that's around, and like this Ritz Carlton, all this, at least $1,000 over. So that's how they make money now. So to recover back, to bring the back to pre-COVID-19. So next, I think around these days, I will, but not this one or last time. So fantastic to see the racing from the top view. Maybe one of these days I stay first during the not the event, then I stay. I know roughly where my view is. About the actually, I was planning to buy a condo um, at this Marina Bay that area, but I look at the feng shui no good. But actually, you look at the sea, it's quite nice. I mean, there's a lot of place to look at the sea. If we could scout the Marina Bay Gardens, like it's dry. It's something like when feng shui is about when you have the pictures, like go to any hotels or any place, pictures of dry trees or dead trees. Feng shui no good. Everything is dead. When you go to Genting, they change area to MGM. You see all the bars. It's not bars, no. It's actually urn. It's representing urn. Because casino they buy and they sell queen and all this devils. So they put urn, meaning that when you stay in a hotel, you are dead. So you gamble, you lose money. The main reason you stay in a hotel near the casino, at their casino, if they go gamble, they lose money. So yeah, basically, so, yeah. So in the end of the day, my advice is don't kind of when you go to hotel, be careful where you stay. When anywhere in the world, be careful. Sometimes they put a lot of feng shui, bad feng shui. Whether sometimes linked to 24, sometimes they want to wash, want to write off the hotel. They just stay put, just build the hotel, and then after 1 2 years, they just leave it there or just weekend. You just waste the money there. You want to have people staying there also no. They don't hire, they got fixed. Say they know 1 month, they want to write off expense of 100,000 USD. So they calculate everything, they have all this amount. And they just write off. Got customer, no customer. But now less. Last time used to be a lot, now less. At least to 24 trips. Now less. Very, very less. Everybody's pressure to perform, no more run off. So Sri Lanka prices push Asia market slide. And Australian prices push down the border. China's bit chill, Japan's chatterbox open, Singapore's chatterbox open in Japan. So very interesting. Chicken rice and prawn outside. Also they put grow because like I say many into 24 trips not even Singapore business. They go to Japan, all over Philippines, Singapore, because Japan the yen, so they can afford. They invest, they stock in this and that. At least they still have the ground. Or at least they recover 50% of their losses. So at least still not bad lah. Then 100% of the losses. So they have strongly advised against the use of two what is this? This two COVID-19 treatment. So this one must sometimes the MOH must reveal to the public. At least much more PR that see all this. So you see some of all this. So hopefully the MOH also know make some important announcement onto the medical industry so we can more staff. So next lifestyles, as more and more rich people coming in, you can buy Ferraris, Lamborghini, Porsche, all these more and more rich people. Some people they buy properties. You have yes, Jackie Chan, what 周华健 right? Many of these people coming to buy properties, but they are not staying here. They buy, they rent. After a certain number of years, they sell, then they buy some. So the rich become richer, and the poor if they don't want to be relevant, become poorer. So as I say, at the end of the day, work part time. There's nothing wrong. Everybody has security job. Along the way, I also security guard last time. But will come out also many Chinese come here to work for as Chinese national. They want to be security guard. Filipinos. So Filipinos especially, they can stand for 8 hours. Sometimes they stand until they are leg tired every day. Then they go home, they eat, they fall flat. Next morning they go to work, that's their life. You ask them who is Joe Biden, sometimes they also don't know. You ask them where is America, sometimes they also don't. They don't want to care. They just work and go home, work and go home. They stand 8 hours, sometimes 12 hours. But 8 hours is standard working hours. So you stand until we tahan already. Nobody replace them. Sometimes they also not allowed to, no one replace them for their meals, or whatever. So all this, they also cannot complain. And sometimes in Philippines, a lot of them sign contract with them. Very long, 3 years, 5 years, they cannot run. Hotel cannot money like that. They sign a contract, they cannot run. They run, they have to pay back a lot. So in Singapore also sometimes they bluff all this. If they don't pay them, So when they play for Pakistan, so then from nine this one to macam close for hire inside what US real companies union which all these a lot of unions around the way lah. America trying to manage it's not easy also. They have unions strike Europe all the world when they have Americans and normally they have like America, Europe, UK. So next channels that YouTube Meta will expand policies research to fight online extremism. YouTube Meta will expand policies to spend up to repurchase. YouTube Meta Uber investigating cyber. So next, so the main concentration of the flow of money that's not really that important is the World Cup. It's not the real economy. It's just virtual economy. So don't bother about it. Sancho's and Ronaldo's selling Ronaldo's. So waiting for soccer, you'll be arriving in time of play. But I say I'm not sending it for repair. And next one committed to like I said in time I could be bringing my laptop again. Just just play soccer with my soccer you can play with the mouse. Just bring my mouse and my just bring one of them and my laptop and let's go. But at the moment I said maybe tomorrow I only bring one, two, three, only one, these three boxes. So next I put everything in here much very important. Only can use two only. So only in time on Monday I just put this one and this one and then next week I just send it to this one also store in the store. Just put in store. So just one day just do a little bit just nice. Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 4 days to do it. One time change. So next, where of this cooking? So okay, that's all. No more. Don't say so much. London is the best place to buy. Time I'll be scouting for houses. don't like Australia, but Australia maybe the price low, then I can buy. So EM OLED, OLED display become very popular in 4K. So all this the price will go down in the laptop and in the monitor. So people buy monitors and in the this laptop, all this the price will go down next year. Price will go down, including having monitor. By end of this year, hopefully they can have or next year OLED monitor, OLED monitor, 4K. So all these are very possible. Like I waste my money. Same usual, if I'm not nothing much to do, I'll be going to the internet and gaming cafe because I already tested 1 month of living in Philippines, so it's nothing. So I'll be going to Philippines and stay for 1 month in Davao City. At most, I'll go to Tagum, go to Tigos or Jensen, and just recce the place. Then I go back to Davao City. And after that, if I'm in Davao City, I'm not doing anything. I'll go to the internet game cafe. After my meal, I go to the internet game. I hang around for, let's say, after my meal for breakfast. Then I hang around for, let's say, for example, 8 o'clock, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 10 hours. At 11 o'clock, my friend, because she's working there, my friend, I think we have no relation, so she has boyfriend. So she have us order lunch and coffee and drinks, all this very low price. Then after that, I think 20 pesos or 30 pesos, it's less than that. So after that, then you send me the drinks and everything, maybe. So, and then after that, then at about evening, I either go outside for eating or I just order the food. Hello, hello.
Yes, you're welcome, Vijay.
Yes, yes.
Okay. We received your email.
Uh-huh.
So what we can do is we can apply to cancel,
Uh-huh.
but the service fee we cannot refund you.
Okay, how much? So that means how much can I get? No money I can take.
I think that's the service fee. Once the cancellation is complete, we refund you the amount minus the fee.
How much is the cancellation fee?
The service fee for the line I got to check.
Okay. Is it more than 10 or less than 10?
Say again.
Is it more than $10 Singapore dollars?
No, it's less than $10. I think
Okay.
it's like $5 or something. I
Oh.
don't think so.
Okay. You just proceed and then how to refund back to my bank account, is it?
To your bank account, lor.
To my PayLah.
Yeah, PayLah or PayNow, whichever it is.
Okay lah. The same because that time I use PayLah lah. So can you also send me some like a statement or invoice or something like that? Some accounting figures, so at least I know what's being done. Right, of the refund or the processing, the fees and everything.
I got to check. I think you will. Yeah, you will receive a receipt from our system.
Yeah, from your email or something like that lah. At least I have a reference.
Okay.
Then I can check with my bank whether the amount is entered correctly.
Okay, got it.
Okay, thank you, sir. Because I didn't know she went, then she realized that the ID was 2020, not 2022.
Oh,
So
yeah,
she cannot get. Yeah, nowadays they are quite strict with all this.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, I sent you an email to confirm our conversation.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, bye bye. Okay, so no. So let's move on to the next one. So lucky I was in Singapore. So I've already have backup, but it seems like the others are not working well. So Western Union, this one, and actually is the SM video also actually, but the and also like I said video I'm not very sure because video I have to wait. Just imagine take a little bit of money to line up and wait for half an hour or 1 hour. Just imagine. Once I go to SM City and SM, I can just queue, fill in, and queue within I think 15 to half an hour. I mean depends on the queue, but just the processing. So I can um, just the processing itself. It takes maybe about 5 minutes to 6 minutes or 8 minutes. Very fast. Okay, so what else? So like I said after that, then I go back to the hotel, and then I just do some live streaming, and then after that I go and rest. So very simple. And like I said, I'm not going to bring my desktop and everything. So I see the situation when I'm so bored, maybe a week for this 2 months, maybe if I really nothing going on, no progress, then I just um, come back for a while, bring my things repair, and then go again. Or I just go to Vietnam, or I just stay here for 2 weeks to do my work. Sometimes it's very fun to stay here. I miss everything here. You see the building there, the purple. If they switch off all the colors, no colors, I still enjoy sometimes people moving. You see like these people all they stay. Just now when I left the airport, everybody buy the MRT, the card and everything. They do not know how to buy. You want to buy one trip, there were no ambassador to help them to provide the kind of service to tell them, hey, what you want, how you can help. I got no time. If I stand there, of course I can make so much money. But I didn't. Because I can stand there and then help people, hey, you want to go hotel? Put my name. They stay in hotel, I get commission. Which hotel get me? I get in charge of people bringing them to hotel like Haker, not really. And bring them to hotels in in vans, like just like in Thailand last time and many other countries. That's what they did. They bring the tourists, they don't scam them, they bring them to the hotel they want. Which hotel you want? Okay, now they bring them everything okay already. Then they put their name, everything. They say, okay, they know already. Okay, later when they check in, when they get the money, they will give some commission to the person that brings them around. Okay, so they just bring them all in the same, and that's how you can. It's not illegal because you're just bringing them to the place. The transport, of course, they'll charge them if they want. So the transport can be, like I said, using the Grab. If they can put them in the taxis or people who are taxi drivers, people who are driving the minivan, I don't know, and then you can, or people who are Grab, you can book through all this app. So there are many ways, like I said, they can say also, like I said, there are many ways they can do that. They can also tell them to go to this hotel or that hotel, and then refer, and then they maybe when they check in, so many things are actually along the way you can actually make money through the legal ways, through the legal ways. But I got no time. For me, what I do is if I do freelance, I just bring them to where they like, and then just bring them along with it. But I really got no time because like you also need a sometimes it's like a tour guide to do for free, volunteerism, not making money out of it. But as I said, I got no time for all this. Sometimes you just help tourists. It's not that I help the school, they never add me. She add me, she give me her Facebook. She add me as a friend, but she never accept me. So then I okay. So sometimes you can actually have tourists and you can give some commission and all this. But you bring them and then along the way you give them your name and they go to all these places. They get you get commission and then they go dine. All this. So all these are behind sometimes you get what's this unplanned route the follow. So somehow this they just try to make things like very because this guy is like driving, he's not doing much making money or whatever, maybe not really making money. So he have a posting and everybody they use this one this for the camera, whether the front or the back. See the front or something, they have the camera to see the back. So what happens is they just go and sometimes they just record. And I think you can also record the club. So sometimes they're very interesting, you know, recordings. So what they do, they post on. And along the way, they may get publicity or get money out of something. So as I said, I got no time for all this. There are many things that I like to go travel, but sometimes I'm really tired. When I'm sick, I come back here always. Auntie know what that this time that because of the Mooncake Festival, Auntie also wants to see my affiliation with China. I said, why affiliate with my affiliation? Because I say so many things against China because of viewing as a killing field. Of course, it's for America. I said, look, this is how they live their life. What you want me to do? I live in Philippines. What you want? If I live in America, do you say America go down? China destroys America. I'm not a hypocrite. I cannot. I also have to sometimes say good things about America, right? So in the end of the day, I also, like I say, I stay in Philippines. I also do not want to get involved in the politics. But auntie want me to live stream every time on and off at about 4 o'clock or when I come back. So now I don't want to do live stream. So I'm very tired. And the whole day I don't do live stream at 4 o'clock. So again, like all this, you can go and help all these people, just go and know them along the way. You can travel. For me, I really have got all this time. I will bring them around. Just sometimes they are in Peru. Okay, we are talking about that time ago, right? About direct flight from Singapore to Peru. This is much more very important that you in South America. China can establish the route direct flight from China to South America because they are going through the other way, which is not very good. So this one is another one, some of the posting and it's posting about their relationship and all this. To wish to get married when she says she, and all this. So sometimes they just want to entrap the guy and all these things. So there are many kinds of postings. This is very interesting. Officer back for life and routine checkpoint. But then she get please don't do it. Then she will kill stop the police officer. See,
I don't know it! Wait!
that makes us suspicious that this
Hello. Good, how are you? What do you do parked back here? Do you happen to have a driver's license on you that I could
we
see?
should have two officers. Very dangerous. I think kill
It's suspicious that you're back here. Doesn't normally happen.
injured. This one very good about this posting. Every time
I
about
have changed stuff. I got changed, I've been on the road.
Okay. Not a big deal. I just have to make sure you don't have any warrants or anything, which I'm sure you don't. They're not finding a DL, driver's license record for James Duncan. Do you have anything in the vehicle with your name on it? No! No, Catherine! No, Catherine! No! 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 Please!
oh my god for 20 minutes eternity to fight for life. Help was amazing and last a month and life is just the now without hesitation. You run alert authorities to what
We have one male with a gunshot wound to the head. I pulled up the restrainer.
I don't know how would have happened if he laid it down. And I like looked down. I was looking at that paper, and then I heard him reaching for something in the door, and all I saw is the barrel in my face. And so I grabbed it with both hands, trying to push it down. And then he started grabbing for the second gun. That's when I was like, please don't shoot me, because I couldn't let go. But they wanted to get mine.
Okay. So it goes on a suspicious auto stop, calls it out. I go en route, start heading this way. Radio traffic is normal. She runs the name, date of birth of the subject, comes back no record. She asks where I'm at. I say I'm coming down Sullivan Lake. I'll be there in a minute. She says 10-4. No stress or anything in her voice.
Right, so she runs the name and deal, and
it's the wrong name. Yeah, everything seems normal at that point. She's not asking for a rush, nothing.
No record.
No record. It comes back no record.
Okay.
We gave a different name. And then I pull up. I hear her screaming, Brianna screaming, and there's a struggle. I could see her arm in the car and him pulling.
State police have been searching for Martel for about 2 days now, and that search finally ended when he was killed by police.
No, it's shocking and it's dreadful. It's 89.
Yeah, so that's all. So you have some kind of, how is it, Gmail? Actress changed her face to look like, oh my god, trans actress dancer under the knife. Thai singer. The Thai people, they always go for under the knife. Change your entire face without that very much. So a man. Or she tried to look like a Thai singer. So she went under the knife. Not the young or trans actress. So they just share. She really went to face. Or gone, done. So it's a he. If I went through all the operations to be happy, so people can just try because they can criticize whatever they like. So you cannot please everybody because humans are inconsistent. Today they say their girlfriend are pretty, tomorrow the next minute or tomorrow they say the girlfriend are ugly. So human are inconsistent. So don't bother about how people say. Just continue to live your own life. So that's how I live in America when I live in America. We being taught in America. Don't care about how people look at you. That time was before the technology device was implemented on anyone. Just be yourself, just be happy, just live your own life. As long as it's not um and as long as you do things legally, don't do anything illegally. So in the end, that's how they try to sabo me along the way. Sometimes they just maybe spy on me, maybe they find out some things and everything, but there's no fact to whatever it is. It cannot be proven point. So if anybody want to, that's how when they go at the Olympics, that's how they destroy themselves. When they wake up, they believe their loved ones or last time got are gay, or the girls have a lot of boyfriends and all this, and then they decide to divorce each other. Maybe the man mouth not clean, the man suck a lot, the girl mouth not clean, take a lot, suck a lot. So all these things cause a lot of argument, fights, and differences between loved ones, friends, and also earpiece. Sometimes it can be also somebody like the equals, all this, cause brothers to brother and sister to fight between each other. So all this is like the device was deliberately used to destroy everybody in their own country so that they can wipe out them out so that they're not able to defend and protect their country against foreign invaders. All the Southeast Asia countries are greedy for resources. When China came in, there was unfair level playing field for the fight for the South China Sea resources. And then everybody tried to fight for it. And China got hold of most of the resources. And then in the end, with the Shangri-La dialogue, they cornered China. And that's where in the end they started to implement the not device. And they created a satanic device, and anyone that touches the device use the naughty devices and methods of their own country to destroy themselves, destroy others, destroy between them. So already showed more than 12 years for the Chinese civilization are being brainwash program conditioned to protect their country directly, indirectly, or literally. Everybody's being brainwashed program conditioned. Even in Singapore, without the technology device. When we are born, that's why China doesn't have the wisdom. I cannot tell China that they have to learn. So why? Because when we born, we learn through the family. Everybody got their own family, their way of life, how to live the family way of life. The children have to learn how the parents want them to be, whether the father or the mother or the siblings. They need to live the traditions and everything in their own family. Every family that they born, how they live, and it's only through the environment, in the family, in the house, and when they go outside, how they learn to adapt. Everybody is being brainwashed for their condition, directly, indirectly, through the family, through people, and through environment, through nature and through nurture, even without multiple. So it is that the China looks at it in the wrong way. They do not have the wisdom. They just learn to use the tick for an tat, an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. The win-win situation since our war, these strategies to apply war on people during the peace when people are not warring. And this is the mistake that the people, the evolution of human beings, all these years, human civilization, whole worlds of China and India, ancient world, but they are not able to move much faster. Now they are moving very fast, but still the strategies and everything, the direction, the project management, everything has to be in the half point. Without half point, everybody's still living an endless cycle of. So when people say May 1 million, May 1 million of what? Destruction. May 1 million of GST. No, May 1 million of Path 2. May 1 million of Path 3. May 1 million of Path 4. Death. Why people have to go through May 1 million or more negative than positive. Everybody every day are going through difficulties. More difficulties than more sufferings than good things. Nobody wants to go through sufferings or difficulties or problems, right? Either one person or any entity. You're working for a company, your company doesn't want to always go through difficulties or problems. So again, all these things very important. Every individual they try to control, but still the wisdom is there. It's been around millions and billions of years, just as oxygen. Can you tell the oxygen now, no, go away? They can't. They are there. The wisdom is there. You try to say oxygen left, oxygen right, right, and right is left, left is right. What's the point when everything is still in twos? Left is right, right is left, left is left, left is right is right, or left is half right, and right is half right. It's still left and right. Life of the twos in the universe means that the existence of life in the twos created life, death, and rebirth. So life, death, and rebirth, an endless cycle of no solution. The only way to go through the recycle system of total positive thinking, action, reaction is through the power. Because if you try to say, oh, since May 1 May 2 then 中国跟美国一直每天都打仗啊，每个人民就会死的嘛。And what about Russian? Oh, May 1 May 2 okay, continue forever 啦，better 啦。还有 cost of living GST 没完没了吗？9%, 10%, 11%, 15%，没完没了20% 啦。没完没了 everybody go back to the 无效 world 咯，all singing, just try to run across the South China Sea and see whether they can run across, they just sing and drown. Who will go there first? Or who will die first? Is this the way we live the survival of the fittest model? It belongs to the animal kingdom. It doesn't belong to human beings. Human beings is talking about self-sufficiency. When the government can be the 秦始皇 or dictator, okay, now everybody locked down, quarantine. Why? So, lockdown, quarantine, that's all. COVID-19, Omicron, BA.4, BA.5, Omicron. So when God don't have the other power, they can have martial law, they can have curfew, they have a lockdown, they have quarantine. Any government in the world, including America, when this global crisis, when people are not able to, the own government not being self-sufficient, and their own to help to make the own government not able to make their own country self-sufficient, then they're going to destroy their own people. Government makes so much money, so what? The people are dying. When they are not solving the problem of the natural disaster, the food crisis, the global pandemic, the food crisis, the high cost of living, the rising cost of living, the energy crisis, the unemployment, everybody all die, unemployment. Or use certain percentage of people as scapegoat. I didn't refer to any country. How the people, why they want to go back from the new world to the old world, from the old world to the older world, from the older world to the oldest world. Everybody, many people in China are suffering. Not everybody is there. But their support from people overseas and send money to them, they are very lucky. There are still many poor people in China. Some of them are only earning $600. Domestic helper in Singapore are earning $1,000. In time, it will be increasing to 1,005 domestic helper. Whether they are from Philippines and the rest will chase up. Whether they are from Myanmar, whether they are from Cambodia, whether they are from Indonesia, and more can come in. Could be Laos, could be Vietnam, could be other countries that can come in. So you see that things are not looking good globally. From 98 countries, poor countries, increasing to 120 poor countries. This will show in time by end of this year a lot of statistics. And by end of next year, lots of statistics. And in the end, when you have all these statistics, in the end, many countries, China may not want to help. Russia don't really want to help because they just want to secure their borders, that's all. America are not helping. If it benefits the America's interests, then they will help. If not, they don't want to help. Singapore wish they can help, but they cannot help. Any country trying to push the blame on Russia-Ukraine war or China-American conflict or be part of China-America's conflict, they will just wasting their time, delaying buying this time. At the same time, they're not solving their own country domestic problem, and they will make the people die. The people will suffer. So you can see it's not one man for themselves. Because if it's one man for themselves now, everybody is not united. Everybody will be the more negative than that. That secret society will be much more powerful than the police. And this they don't allow this place of transparency, accountability, integrity, to allow more foreign investors improving the laws, amending the laws, implement new laws that is in relation to time. So all this has to continue to make sure the foreign investment is there. But the GST increase can only be solved when Singapore is considered as a world basket of currencies. When the world basket of currencies is there, then Singapore can reduce and press down to only 10%. If it doesn't, then too bad. The rich will be coming in. The poor will be slowly淘汰. Many Chinese civilization and many people that are quite well off will come in to settle in life, living, studying, working, business, or whatever. You see a great transformation. The people for the next 20 years, this year actually, this time 8 years, many of them will have difficulty adapting the cost of living, the rising cost of living. China has no way to convince Russia not to war. The war will go on beyond the year 2030. It is a self-reflective warning. The number two, number one, COVID-19. Number two, already on the human-created disaster. Number one is a human disaster. Number two is a human-created disaster. And the worst is the natural disaster that will come in every day, every week, every month. With all this typhoon, now it's backing, passing by Qingdao. So you see that if China can create rain, can it create, um, prevent the rain from happening? So let's look at this. Where is it? Oh, no, no, no. So there are two or three actually hurricanes that is happening right now, or typhoons blowing wind element. So I share again. So it's quite bad, but not very bad. Bit slow. So so everybody's way of life will change. They used to eat maybe noodles outside, end up eating Maggi. Maggi is not cheap. It's also very expensive. So slowly they will learn to find noodles that are low price. So half year work and all this they say it's very slow. I don't know why. Suddenly everything seems to be slow. So the actual it's the earthquake in Chengdu already reminded, as I said, the earthquake in Sichuan will continue. More and more earthquake will appear. They do not have the detection early warning system that is so ever important. So in the end of the day, the mountains are moving in the whole of China. So by right is supposed to be um, to monitor the situation so that they can prevent more uh, less natural disaster. And that includes the typhoons that can be done that will really solve the problem. The hot and the cold coming from the Philippine seas. Anything that is hot, remove hot and the cold, remove the hot and the cold, not hot and cold, remove the cold, not hot and cold. That's all very simple. Solve that one, and I'm very sure there won't be any typhoons and hurricanes. And whether there is an uh, Elvina, and Elvina is a Spanish girl that is cold, and El Nino is the Spanish boy that is hot. So all this can be absorbed. For earthquake is geothermal technology. So when this Philippines is doing quite well, but they now more focus also on the lake volcanoes, which is the town. And I've seen the past, how much devastation the volcanoes were before, and then all the lava all go down, and they create a lane or an avenue of destruction. Through years and years, trees fall, life goes back again. Life, death, and rebirth, nature, communities built, slowly form the lakes. So all these lake volcanoes all over the world can cause vapor, heat, and toxic, and also bubble and cause the water to spill out. So they not nothing to be seen. It's so beautiful when it's peaceful. Nature, but nature can be destructive. Death. So go to Lake Tao volcano in time. I'll bring this summer to see the beauty. All Filipinos when they are free go and see that. The next one is Lapu Lapu, where is the Great Barrier Reef. Not really called the reef, but the reefs. But it's really on the brink of destruction because the undersea waves are heating up. There are even like volcano eruption on the undersea. So China, that time I wrote to have 1,500 to 1,000 submersibles, but they are able to receive the information, or they can further understand every bit of the seabase that America has, but they do not have the complete seabase of the old oceans. So hopefully they can, but I doubt so. So when nobody knows every tweet of the speeds and the depths and everything. They already. So like I said, submersibles is actually meant to do research and development. It has nothing to do with a military, and it takes a long time. So they can go to space. China, they didn't understand about the undersea. Um, or- so I said in time I will write, but I just sometimes don't feel like it. So maybe I highlight on this two part. So so what else? I think that's about it. Now it's not really moving that well. I don't know. I check. Is it maybe the location? So it seems like um, internet is not doing well. I'm using this internet now. I think I have to do a restart. Wi-Fi is turned off. You have to do the Windows upgrade. Restart now. You have to restart. Okay, I take my dinner first. Okay,